Interlude. Oh, we back with Assassin? Oh dear. The Ryudo Temple. The land is desolate after Castor's disappeared. The monks who have collapsed from an unknown cause have left the mountain to leave the temple empty. The gate is shut firmly, so neither worshippers nor monks can enter the place.
ひどい匂いだ。鼻が曲がるどころの話じゃねえな。
Fucking Gilgi. A voice echoes through the place that should be desolate. A lean blue oh no, it's Lancer, not Gilgi. What am I talking about? A lean blue figure glows in the moonlight. The sturdily built man with the crimson spear is a servant called Lancer.
おうおう、キャスターがくたばったってのに結界は健在か。いや、醜悪さは以前より5割増し。これに比べればキャスターは上品だったな。
Lancer looks around the temple. The red lance is in his hand. His objectives are to gain information and to keep watch. He's unwilling, but he cannot disobey his master's command. It is his policy to follow any command given to him and to accomplish the mission. That's why he has fought several servants and ended up in the draw with each. As long as he serves as this master, Lancer will never start a fight. This is no exception, and he is to investigate the Ryudo Temple. If that is the case, why is his lance in his hand? Because he instincts? He feels something's wrong? His weapon, his noble phantasm, can be summoned whenever needed. There's no need for him to hold his lance when there's no enemy before him.
キーキーうるせえこと。キャスターは風使いと呼んでたんだが、水気の女だったのかね。雲だのカエルだの陰湿な輩が多いが。
He walks through the temple. He seems too vulnerable and defenseless to be a servant. He is so defenseless that if there was another servant here, he would be attacked and killed in an instant.
ああ、頭をすげ替えられたって線もあるな。ここは腐った小虫しかいない。持ち主不在の廃屋に救うのはお前たちの常套手段だ。
Does he know who the new assassin is? Maybe he's realized something? Lancer doesn't stop cursing. The blue spearman gives a speech as if to persuade a person who's not here.
にしても一匹でかいのがいるな。どこの生まれか知らないが、山奥で獣と暮らしていた面してやがる。おまけになんだこりゃ、砂の匂いか。へっ、大雲かと思えば小汚い砂虫とはな。やだやだ。なんだってこんなしけた野郎の偵察なんかしなきゃならねえのかなった。
The silver lights are deflected. 3 rays of light streak forth from the darkness, only to be struck down by Lancer's lance. The deflected lights are daggers called dirks. They're not a weapon to be held onto and to slash with, but a weapon to be thrown. These daggers are thrown with great speed at Lancer's eyes and throat.
いい腕だ。が、二度とはするなよ、砂虫。挨拶もなしで命を取られるのは趣味じゃねえし、何よりお前にとっちゃ命取りだ。
I mean, this is a quote-unquote assassin, so kind of his MO to, sneak attack and try to kill you. The blue figure stands firm before the darkness. In the darkness in front of Lancer is a laughing skull white as the moon. The battle starts without a signal. Lacking human words, the white skull attacks Lancer with an inhuman shriek. And Lancer meets his assault without twitching a brow. The skull tosses daggers with a precision rivaling that of Archer. 30 are thrown from close range as he runs through the darkness. But Lancer easily repels every one. The skull comes to an abrupt stop. It's abnormal. No matter how good a spearman Lancer may be, he could not possibly block all the daggers. Furthermore, he's using a long lance. How are the daggers, fired accurately in between his swings, all deflected?
おい、まさかとは思うが、お前の芸はそれだけか?
Lancer's presence changes. He stops, and his hostility changes to clear intent to kill.
ならこれでしまいだ。お前が何者か知らんが、まあ、その仮面ぐらいは剥がすとするか。
I don't know if it's a mask, honestly. Daggers flash through the darkness. A rapid barrage is unleashed as a counter to Lance's charge. But it's useless. But he blocks even that. Although the daggers cannot be perceived, he turns them aside without a slight swing of a spear. Or with a slight swing of a spear, not without. The skull is the one shivering. Unable to speak human language, he can only swallow his scream and watch as the enemy comes to take his life. He throws a dagger at a small opening in between Lancer's strikes. The skull's mask trembles. Lancer blocks the dagger, turns the spear in a full circle and smacks his opponent's chin from below. Defense and counter. He performs both actions in one motion. Already committed to his attack, the skull cannot respond to such a maneuver. The white mask falls from his face. Lancer does not keep attacking. His order is merely to observe his foes. Even if this is a sure chance to kill, he has no authority to attack.
バカが言っただろう。俺に飛び道具はうまくないと。忠告を聞かなかったのはそっちの方だぜ。
Lancer readies his lance again and regards his enemy who is now hiding his face. He does not look to be in good shape. A black body. A right hand covered in bandages. A face still hidden by the darkness. No. His face is flat and utterly featureless.
私の面を見たな、ランサ
ー。Yeah?
そりゃこれからだ。サーバントには違いないようだしな。どこの英雄かはっきりさせるとするか。
なるほど。余分な縛りがあったのか。道理で殺さないわけだ。
The servant retreats further into the shadows. He still has the dirk in his hand, and his hostility is still emitting.
やめとけ。生まれつきでな。目に見えている相手からの飛び道具なんざ通じねえんだよ。よっぽどのものじゃない限り、その距離からの投擲は効かねえぞ。
Maybe you shouldn't have told him that.
そうか。流れ屋の加護か。さすがは夏希の英霊。私などとは物が違う。
You have no name? The shadow wavers. The black servant sinks down to the ground, then springs up in an instant as he throws another dagger. If his leap is that of a deer, his movements are those of a spider, snake, or scorpion. Even while keeping his face hidden, the servant is as fast as a lancer when it comes to retreat. But Lancer's charge is still the fastest. It's a disgrace to take even a minute to corner his enemy.
確かに喉を狙ったんだが、しぶといな。治ってるってわけじゃねえし、あれはぶっ飛んでやがるな。
The enemy glides across the water like a spider, and Lancer pursues him. In contrast, water sprays from his footsteps, but his speed is far greater.
痛みで止まらねえんなら、付け根でも切りつければよかったか。他の連中には通じねえ手だからな。つい後回しにしちまったが。
It is fatal for a human body to be cut at the joint, where the main arteries lie. If the arteries are severed, death from severe bleeding will quickly follow. But that's only in normal combat. You cannot expect a servant, a heroic spirit, to die from excessive bleeding. Well... yeah, I guess not. As their life force is magical energy, cutting their arteries does not have much effect. Disabling their limbs is another story, but stopping a servant's limb is a difficult task. Doing so would likely cost you your own head in the process.
なるほど。だが通覚を殺す手に頼るような英霊に治癒能力などあるまい。次の打ち込みで蹴りをつけるか。
Water splashes with lightning speed. His next attack will strike in 2 more seconds. He tenses, then thrusts his fleeing enemy's left leg. With a start, Lancer jumps back from the water's surface. Oh, maybe Assassin lured him to the water because he needs water for his noble phantasm? That'd be kind of weird. Water explodes upwards. No. Something beneath the water is snarling. Black tendrils snake out of the water, reaching for the spearman. Is it because this creature dwells underwater? It seems to resemble a deep-sea monster from ancient times.
これは
Lancer has nowhere to run. He instantly carves all his runes on the bottom of the lake to create a boundary field, but it's easily penetrated. The dark tentacles are closing in on all sides. This territory is shrinking by the second. The protection using all his runes, which can even block a great noble phantasm, does not even slow down the penetration. Can block a great, Kotomine, you might want to use your command spell to summon Lancer to you. I know you don't know what's going on here, but it'd be real helpful for you. Watching Lancer.
どうしたランサー。動かねば飲まれるぞ。
Assassin sneers. But even the sneering spider is no exception. It seems these tendrils must engulf anything they can reach as the spider does not approach the dark water. He knows that if he draws near, they will take interest in new prey.
だがそうはいかん。お前を仕留めるのは私だ。 未だ経験が足りないのでな。お前を打倒し、足りない知能を補わねば。
The spider's dagger glimmers. The weapon about to be released is just a projectile. But is it not meaningless? Even though Lancer is surrounded by ghastly limbs, projectiles are meaningless against Lancer.
懲りないやつだ。まあ、強気になるのはわかるんだが。
Lancer observes the ghastly limbs around him. Okay, so I thought... So those black and red limbs we saw before. We saw it like when Shiro and Saber here like popped up as they were entering the temple, right? So if that thing there, the guy in like the drab and the bandages is Lancer, or not Lancer, Assassin, then what is this thing then? Because I could have sworn maybe this was what popped out of the assassin we knew, but I guess not. Or maybe they're one and the same? I don't... He was lured quite far in, but it's only about 30 meters to the opposite shore. You should be able to easily jump across such a distance.
そこで動かなかったお前の負けだ。様子見も済んだ。ここらで引き上げさせてもらおうか。
Lancer crouches low and braces his lance against the ground. Using his lance as support, Lancer vaults into the air. There. He is struck by the simplest of attacks. A fake heart is taken out of Lancer's chest. Assassin has directly gouged out Lancer's heart from the distant shore. An impossible range. It is the purest magic. The simplest curse. It is the cursed hand. A magic of the Middle East, specialized in cursing people. It is Assassin's noble phantasm, Zabania. It surely destroys Lancer's heart, and the powerless body of the spearman falls into the black water. I did not expect Lancer to go out like that. Wow. The surface boils. It is hectic, ferocious, and vulgar. You would not see such a gruesome sight even if meat were thrown into a cage of starving beasts. Numerous black limbs illuminate the human-shaped heroic spirit. The faceless servant standing in the black water swallows the heart of his prey with satisfaction. Rip Lancer, I guess. Okay. Huh. Hang on. I think I'm gonna stop there actually, but I can't believe Lancer went out like that though. That's crazy. I like Lancer too. Jeez. So if Assassin and that thing that was in the black and red robes aren't the same thing, then what the hell is it? I don't know, man. Guess hope we'll probably won't find it out next time, but I'm sure at some point we will. But god damn. Rip Lancer, I guess. Anyway, I will catch you guys later. Fuck.